Hey everybody, now we're gonna do Hengers. I think it says Henger, but I always said Hengar. I don't know why.
Yeah, so Henger.
A mysterious monster jam-packed with lost technology from ancient civilization. Current science has no idea how it moves or what it's made of. Such a stereotypical thing.
He's floating along.
I like how Monster Rancher 4 did go back to the idea of he's in this little form until he fights. Yeah, like the sleeping there. And then he pops out. Can't get him to pop out here. But why is he walking like that? Why doesn't he just float real fast?
I don't know.
But anyway, I really like that idea how they went back to this, because it upset me that it was in 3, I think, that they started with the whole he doesn't ever go down like this, he's always out. But yeah, unfortunately there's only 2. So we have the ambush.
Yeah, we have the ambush.
Oh, sorry. The ambush was made for jungle fighting. With its camouflage body, once you lose sight of it, it's very difficult to find again. Sorry. Yeah, it's camouflaged. They didn't really think too hard on this one.
I mean, it's like a jungle warfare, Henger.
You know, I don't know why they only had 2 for Monster Rancher 4.
It is disappointing.
It is. So anyways, we're just gonna go ahead and do Zans in the same video.
Yeah.
We have the Sheen.
The Sheen can run faster over land and fly faster through the skies than anyone. Nicknamed the Messenger of the Wind, the Sheen looks right at home on the prairies.
Yep, it's Zan. Now, I know a lot of people have been upset with me that I didn't have it. We were actually going to do a Zan on EVO until I lost my memory card.
One of these days we'll raise a Zan.
We probably will in EVO, actually, because it is something I haven't done, and I know a lot of people are like, Zans are awesome! Zan, Zan, Zan! So, I mean, I think to be fair, I should have one. So it will happen in EVO. And yes, we are going to do EVO unless something happens, but it's going to be after Speaking 3.
Yeah.
The Hamura.
The Hamura, or Gathering Flames, sends out fire from its scarlet body to burn the opponent until there's nothing left. The Hamura certainly deserves its name.
Okay, it's part dragon. Oh, excuse me.
It's got like
you know,
pterodactyl beak going on there.
Why do I only yawn when I'm recording or in meetings? It says something.
I apparently put Smappy to sleep.
Nah, I think it's just because when I start talking a lot,
It's my soothing dulcet tones.
I wear myself out from talking, which is funny because I feel like I talk a lot these days. Yeah, I like. I don't know. The head doesn't seem quite right. You're right. It looks kind of like a pterosaur. But...
You know what it looks like? Actually, it looks kind of like a plague doctor mask.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Venetian, plague doctor type thing.
Did I already show off his stuff? I was so busy talking last time.
You
yeah,
did,
I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe not. I don't know.
I did.
Okay.
The Kagura.
Nobody knows whether it fell from heaven or came up out of the earth. Everybody's hero, the Kagura, travels all over the world, hating the sin but loving the sinner.
Okay. That is probably the coolest part Duckin will ever see.
No kidding.
Somehow they made it look cool.
And they seriously did. I mean, that looks like a superhero.
They didn't put goofy eyeballs on its eyes, though. I'm kind of sad.
Yeah, they missed an opportunity here, I feel like.
Yeah, they made him a little too cool for the Duckin. The Aya.
She was created as a female version of the original Zan, but the process didn't go very well. Her looks were the problem. They finally settled on this version.
That's... I'm not even gonna comment on this.
It's a thing.
Moving on! The Saga.
It appears out of the darkness and vanishes again without a sound. Many die before they even realize its presence. The Saga, a silent assassin.
Well, I guess by the point you've realized its presence, you're already dead anyway, so I suppose that's true. I do like this design. I think they did a good job.
And they kind of combined the names of Naga and Zan
Combined.
together. Combined.
Yeah.
Pardon my southernness. They combined Naga and Zan together to get Saga, kind of.
Yeah, I think they did a good job there. The Abata.
Originally a Zan prototype, it still has many of the original features of its robot beginnings. But it's unreliable, and once it runs wild, there's no stopping it.
I didn't know Zan was a robot. Oh my gosh. What the heck?
That is creepy.
It's
like got guillotine wings.
Yeah, what's up with that?
You know, it may have been the original predecessor robot, but now it's found a second career as a chef.
It's the Zan!
The Zan, a merciless battle machine created by ancient science. They say it's even more intelligent than humans are. Don't let your guard down.
Yeah, I knew it was artificial, but I didn't think like mechanical artificial. I guess I was thinking like genetic artificial. I don't know if that makes sense.
Bioorganic type of thing, you mean?
Yeah. You know, I kind of like how they did this style, but the problem I have with the Zan is he's so black. You can't see anything. You're like staring into a void.
Yep.
I think he's just too black. The Ray.
The Ray lives in a lay-on device. It has a gentle spirit, but once the battle begins, it gets an expression on its face that sends chills down its opponent's spine.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
It's got like tendrils instead of normal wings.
Yeah.
Actually, they are. They're kind of like squid tendrils.
It's the Squizzard.
You know
Oh my
right,
gosh.
though.
If anybody gets that reference, you're freaking awesome. But I don't think anyone's gonna get the Squizzard reference.
Yeah, man, I just have in my head an image of like mind flayers from all sorts of different fantasy things.
The Rinka.
The Rinka's slender body is made with a special kind of glass. The wind makes a noise as it passes over this body, so this monster is also often called Rinka Bell.
They should have passed on this one.
Oh no, the Rinka Bell reference is great. It's like Tinkerbell, but with
Yeah,
Rinka.
I know.
Get
But
it?
look at its
Get it?
hands. It's.
The hands look the same as the other Zans.
I know, but just it's Guy.
Deep within an unknown forest, the diligent Guy spends its days practicing punches against the trees. Its roaring fists are the result of sweat and tears.
Oh, I was hoping you read it in Gosh's voice for some reason. I don't know why.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. For some reason, I half expect you to read it like Gosh. I guess as I started thinking, what?
Oh no, go ahead.
Because I thought of Guy from Azure Dreams, and it made me think of Gosh, and then my brain got the wrong connection there.
Yeah, you guys need to go back and watch Azure Dreams if you want to get that reference. So we did a Let's Play for that one already.
I really like this design. If I had to have a Zan, this would probably be it.
Yeah, this one is seriously awesome. I gotta agree.
Yeah, he's cool. Two martial art-like creatures together. The Fang.
The most ferocious and dangerous of all Zans. Maybe it's because of the curse a white white weasel once put on it. Beware of the blade on a moonlit night. I can't has read.
Can I has cheeseburger? Well, I'll be more surprised if everyone gets that reference.
There'll be plenty of people that get it. No points for that one.
I don't know. What?
No points for that one.
Can I has cheeseburger?
Yeah, that one's too common. Like people still remember that.
I'm guessing it's from a different source than that one you're thinking of.
Or maybe so, I don't know.
Okay, now I have to know what reference is it from for you?
I just thought it was a meme.
Oh, I didn't know. So if anyone's wondering where I thought it was from, there's another LPer called Lucagen. There's her channel's name. I think she just goes by Luca. And there are a few LPs she has that I think are pretty funny, but her best one to date was America's Next Top Model on Wii. It was such a horrible game, but at one point the character goes into the fast food restaurant. Yes, the models eat at a fast food restaurant, and instead of saying "Can I look at the menu?" she actually says "Can I has cheeseburger?" and it's voice acted. She actually says that, and I didn't know why. I didn't know it was a meme.
Yeah, that was a popular meme on the internet a couple years back.
I guess that's why it's in the game. They didn't know either, so at least I'm not that dumb. Although, I don't know much about popularity, like popular stuff, or being popular, so... Look at how many viewers I have on my channel, that proves it. The Roku.
This nice monster traded in some of its battle power for its soft, velvety skin. The biggest drawback is that now it sometimes can't tear itself away from the mirror.
I have never seen the Zan, and I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that.
I like the wingtips with the mochi leaves, and I kind of like its weird face, but why the legs being bare? They could have put some armor on his legs.
You know what? It actually kind of reminds me more of something from Digimon than
It does!
a Monster Rancher monster. Just the way it's styled and armored and stuff.
Yeah. That Digimon game I played was pretty awesome.
I only ever saw the original series, and I had the original Digimon handheld device that was like the
Oh,
Tamagotchi for boys.
I'd had one too.
Yeah.
What the? Whoa! The
What?
the fake graffiti.
The old Doodle with a new shape, completely improved. It's now pretty impressive with its serious battle skills and slim body, but it's still kind of a joke.
So the old Doodle with a new shape, that's referencing Monster Rancher 1. Actually, the funny thing here is that Doodle was a type in Monster Rancher 1, and the evil face was a special type of Doodle from Monster Rancher 1.
Which, the way you got it was by letting your mono be vandalized?
Oh, yeah. So you had to get a model. To get a Doodle, you had to get a model, like a peer model. And you had to do really well. And then you had to go back and fail at like a baby level tournament, like an E level, and it was so embarrassed, and how all his fans were so mad they would graffiti on him, and he'd have all this sad graffiti, and if you used him to make a new monster, the Doodle would pop out from the graffiti. I don't remember if I think I actually did figure that out when I was little, because I remember having a Doodle, but this is freaking awesome. This is fan service at its best.
No kidding.
Hold on, what am I doing? I want to see this thing walk. Oh man. That is awesome. I'm guessing that's the last one. Yeah, alright. We'll see you guys in the next one for the monster's name I can never pronounce. Bye for now.
Bye, guys.